All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. All right, just want to do a lesson. All right, going into, we are approaching, the time where the Lord, is going to manifest his power through, the servants that the Lord is dealing with, through the men that the Lord is dealing with, okay? All right, the Lord is going to manifest his power, okay? And, with all these people, all right, waking up to the fact that we're the Israelites all over the world, all right, the scriptures tell you, all right, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Okay. Let me actually get that. Psalms 110:3. It says, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. All right. And whose power? The power of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. But the Lord is going to bestow his power upon men to exercise the Lord's power in the name of the Lord and his only begotten Son. It says, in the beauty of holiness, from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. All right. And also with that power, all right, certain brothers are going to be able to heal their ailments. All right. With the spiritual power, you're going to be able to heal all the ailments within your body, man. All right. Brothers is going to be looking different. Brothers is going to be looking, at the top shape, a human can be. And this is before the kingdom. All right. As well as brothers healing other people, man. All right. And it's all going to be for the glory of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. And the greatest example we have is Yahweh Shai. When he was on the scene, okay, when the Lord was doing miracles, okay, pretty much there was fame. He had, a form of infamy, because you had people that heard about the miracles and despised the Lord and said that he was doing it, pretty much he was doing it by Satan. That's what they were saying. But then you also have those that believed because of the miracles. So it was a form of infamy. All right. With the spiritual power, there's going to come, good and bad publicity, for the lack of better words. Okay. This is Zephaniah chapter 3:19. Behold, at that time, I will undo all that afflict thee. And we're in that time right now. All right. Which is the reason why, all right, the Lord is allowing this awakening to happen, man. All right. And even to this day, all right, the truth is steady growing. It's still growing, man. It's still growing. And now Esau, Edom, right now, they're racking their brains. All right. There's a lot of infighting. All right. Within the elites. All right. Because of what's happening right now, currently. All right. And Esau, Edom is seeking to put a stop to it. Okay. But there's nothing you can do. All right. The Lord is taking the curses off of us. And now the Lord is placing those curses upon you. According to, I believe it's in Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So the Lord is undoing what he did unto us. All right. And that's why we're able to stand so boldly in the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. That's why we're able to stand and cuss out our oppressors. All right. Eventually it's going to lead to the physical deliverance. All right. It says, and I will save her that halteth. Yeah, because we halteth. we stopped from our heritage. Okay, we fell away. Our enemies, got the best of us. All right, and Esau, Edom beat our heritage out of us to where we was thinking we was Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, but now we're in a time where we're all waking up. It says, and gather her that was driven out. And now the Lord is gathering her. That her is the Israelites. All right, because the scriptures tell you that the Lord likened Israel unto a comely and delicate woman. We're the Lord's woman that was driven out. All right, the Lord gave us, a bill of divorce. All right, and that's why we went into slavery and fell away from who we were. But now the Lord is gathering us again. All right, the Lord is reconciling us. All right, through his son Yahushai. So it says, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. And there's a video game called Infamous. All right, you have Infamous. It was the first video game. And then they had a sequel called Infamous Second Son, which the second video game, the main character was a Gadite. All right. And pretty much, in the city, I believe it was based in Seattle, if I'm not mistaken, in the video game. All right. Well, pretty much there was people in that world. They had spiritual power, and they was being hunted by Esau, Edom, and his super soldiers. All right. And in that video game, it also shows you that the whole city was under martial law, and they had all kind of checkpoints. And then you had to, pretty much, it show you the mark of the beast. How, you have to go through a scanner for the civilians for them to do anything. All right. But you, the main character, you're outside of all that, and you got spiritual power. All right. And pretty much you're destroying Esau's FEMA camps and all that other stuff. All right. Where do they get it from? All right. They get it from the scriptures, man. All right. Because these things, all right, Esau already knows about it, man. Esau already knows, that the men of the Lord is going to get that power. They knew for years. Okay. And it's only going to be made manifest. But the reason why I brought that game up is because it was called Infamous. All right. Zechariah 3:19, and I will give thee praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. All right. And mainly here in America. All right. So when that power come, all right, Esau, Edom's going to shut the internet off. And a lot of the praise and fame is going to be word of mouth, rumors that's going to travel from city to city about brothers. All right. People's going to be making up superhero names for brothers, not even knowing, hey, this is all a part of the truth, though, man. All right. And the majority of these people is going to get judged. All right. Because it's not, when the men of the Lord get that power, it's not going to be like a comic book, or where they're just saving everybody. Nah. Hey, the Lord is going to put the spirit on the men of the Lord to bring judgment, all right, to those that are wicked, which is the majority of the people. All right, you're going to have a lot of people with the MOTB. All right, the Lord's going to send forth his hunters. All right. This is Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord. All right. And that's what we're doing. We're out there on the highways and hedges. All right. We're putting out these lessons. All right. We're fishing. All right. For the elect, ultimately. Okay. And, hey, man, the fact that the Lord opened this truth up to where it's like completely mainstream all the way. All right. Lets you know that the Lord has sealed his elect already. Okay. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. All right. So now the Lord is getting ready to send forth the hunters. Okay. And ultimately that's going to take place after the elect come up out of those ships. All right. You know, when America's destroyed, and then the elect get those new bodies and come up out of those ships to round up the elites. All right. But even before then, you know, the Lord is going to allow certain members of the elect to test drive that power on this side. All right. And a lot of people is going to be put to death. OK, so it's going to be more like Brightburn. All right. Than Superman. All right. Superman, that, you know, he was in the wrong spirit pretty much. All right. It's going to be more like Brightburn. All right. So, hey, that praise and fame, there's going to be a lot of, blurry and elusive, footage, brothers flying, of brothers, bringing judgment. All right. And that's the Lord. Okay. So let me get another precept. Okay. It's in Joshua. This is Joshua 23:10. It says, 1 man of you shall chase 1,000. For the Lord your power, he it is that fighteth for you, as he hath promised you. Okay, so that's, hey man, one person, one man of the Lord is going to be able to chase 1,000 grown combat soldiers, man. All right. Because Esau, Edom's going to come with that wrath again, because they know that brothers is going to get that power, man. All right. That's why they got super soldiers. Okay. That's why Esau, Edom is pushing, to weaponize these different robots here in San Francisco. They want to allow these, give legislation for these different robots to be able to kill. All right. And then in Oakland, which is close to San Francisco, they want to pass a law to put shotguns on the robot dogs. All right. Hey, so that power is coming, man. And guess what? Esau, Edom's technology, man, hey, the Lord is only giving that to Esau so the Lord can have fun, man. Okay. But going into how the Lord was going to send for many fishers. All right. Leviticus 26:8. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemy shall fall before you by the sword. Okay. So, hey, man, again, going into that spiritual power that's coming, man. All right. And Esau, Edom knew this for years. Where do you think they got the concept, of the X-Men? Okay. Which the X-Men's logo, all right, is one of the Hebrew words, Hebrew characters from the alphabet. All right. I can't remember. I don't want to get it wrong though, but it's one of the Hebrew word. I believe it's the Tha, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. But yeah, Lord's will, if I correct it, I'll put it in the comment section. But yeah, that's where they got it from. Stan Lee, the so-called Jews that wrote, they got it from the scriptures. And there's documentaries that let you know where they tell you straight up that, their ideas was from the Bible, man. Spiritual power is written in the scriptures, man. The Lord, he was able to manipulate the elements. All right. Just like on Raising Dion, he was able to turn water and then turn it into wine, man. All right. As well as the Lord was able to shape shift. All right. The Lord was able to walk upon water. All right. And there was many other things that the Lord did. All right. Raise people from the dead. Okay. All that stuff all those things are coming back in a big way. And it's going to, give, that praise, that infamy, that praise and fame. All right. To the elect. All right. To certain brothers. All right. But as well, it's going to be infamy, too, because people's going to hate it. They're going to demonize it. All right. Not everybody's going to agree. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I'm walking right now. The dog just wanted to say hi. The Wadiyah by Shmuel Shai. All right, well, let me get these other precepts and I'll begin to close it out. Well, I'll just end it out on this passage. This is Isaiah chapter 40. Isaiah chapter 40. And I'm going to start at 28. Hast thou not known? All right. And pretty soon these people are going to know soon. Because these people, they don't know Yahweh Shmuel Shai. They don't know how the Lord get down, man. All right. The Lord is not the same like these Christian churches portray him. All right. The Lord is almighty powerful, man. It says, hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, the Lord, the creators of the ends of the earth, fadeth not, neither is weary? There is no searching of his understanding. So even in the kingdom of heaven with the new immortal bodies and all the, the wisdom, the knowledge of the universe that we're going to be able to, contain within those immortal bodies, we're still not going to be able to understand Yahweh Shmuel Shai. All right, the Lord is too far out. So how much more now? The Lord is just going to give us what we need, to do his will in righteousness. All right. But even in the kingdom, we're still going to be discovering stuff billions and trillions of years later. We're still going to be finding new foods and new flavors and new compounds and new elements. All right. It says, there is no searching of his understanding. Verse 29, he giveth power to the faint. All right. And we're faint. The scriptures say that he shall wear out the saints. So the Lord set it up perfectly for the Lord to give us power, man, because we're downtrodden. We're catching hell in this society. OK, but not for long. We're in a time where the Lord is about to show forth that power and faith is going to flourish. It says, and to them that have no might, he increaseth strength. All right. And the Lord is about to increase our strength on a level that nobody has ever seen before. All right. Because what the Lord is finna do in this time is it's not going to be anything compared to what has happened in the past. Okay, the Lord said that the things that he did, we're going to do in greater works because the Lord has gone unto his Father, roughly paraphrasing. So what's finna happen in this time? Honestly, we should be really excited because the Lord is finna show out. Brothers is finna be flying, man. Brothers is finna be doing all kind of miraculous things, man. Really, if you got that power, you're going to be able to do what any X-Men can do in one person, man. You know how the X-Men, they all got their individual unique power. All right. But imagine every single X-Men character thought up and you can do every single power in one person, though. All right. The Lord is literally going to give us mastery over this creation, man. Okay. Isaiah 40 and 30. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. Yeah, because there's a lot of jakes, that are physically, they don't got no ailments. They've been playing basketball their whole life, football their whole life. They in shape. They watch their diet to the best of their ability. All right, but they're not the men of the Lord, though. Verse 31, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. All right, so we have to continue to wait on Yahweh Shmuel Shai because the Lord is finna do some wonderful things, man. All right, the Lord hasn't even scratched the surface when it comes to the spiritual power, man. All right, it says they shall mount up with wings as eagles. And that's literal, man. That's literal. To mount up with wings. All right, as eagles, man, because eagles, they're the highest flying bird, man. You know, so just like that movie Chronicles, hey, brothers is finna be up there in the atmosphere, man, flying around, you know, and nothing is going to be able to harm us. It says they shall run and not be weary. All right, just like on, like, you know, Flash is one of them. Quicksilver from the X-Men is one of them, where they was going so fast, you know, that everything pretty much slowed down. You know, everything was slowed down because they was going so fast. All right. It says, and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Okay. So that's the power. That's just one aspect of the power that the Lord is finna show. You know? So, and there's going to be a lot of brothers all around the world too, because you know how the Lord will have a brother pop up in one area, and then Esau was like, we got to get him. The next thing you know, brothers is popping up in another area with power. Then it's just going to be popping up all over. Esau's going to be overwhelmed, man. All right? And it's all to glorify, you know, the Lord and his son. Okay. This is Luke 10:20. It says, notwithstanding in this, rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you. All right. So the Lord is saying, you know, because you had a power, you know, don't rejoice because, you know, you can do this and all these amazing things. All right. Because the scriptures say we do all things for the edification, you know, the building up of those that believe and have faith. So it's not about just doing the power. All right. Because the Lord is not going to give somebody the power just so they can do circus tricks. You know, I believe that the elder Manata Zakba was going into that. You know, the Lord ain't going to give just a simple ass nigga the power where you just doing circus tricks and shit. All right. But it's for the faith of the believers. So really, you know, the Lord is going to present the opportunity for the power to show. That's why, you know, the Lord hasn't did it yet, because it's on his time. Even in that time where the power is going to be shown, it's going to be when the Lord, you know, creates that opportunity, you know. So it says, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. All right. So you will rather rejoice that you are a vessel unto honor, a chosen vessel unto honor. All right. You know, which is a very honorable thing, man, to yield, you know, the power of the Lord, you know, and, you know, it takes, you know, someone that the Lord sees fit, someone that is responsible, you know, with Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Okay. So don't rejoice that you have the power. Just rejoice, you know, that the Lord has chosen you, man. And that right there, man, will bring a man to tears. All right. So Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai, by Shema Kakwadash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and Abad Babal.